believed that Quetzal has an estimated wingspan of about 40 feet, more than the length of a school bus. Imagine to be the one to discover that. Fun fact about Quetzalcoatlus, it's actually not a dinosaur, but rather a flying reptile.
What did you think about that one?
Here's a grouping of Dilophosaurus, including a baby. Notice the twin head crest. Scientists believe this is a feature of male Dilophosaurus. It reminds me a bit of the antlers on a modern deer. Males use these to battle for females and territory. Here's another clue. Groups of fossilized footprints tell us that Dilophosaurus may have lived in birds.
Oh, we're deep into the jungle now.
Coming up on the left, I see two fantastic dinosaurs with an interesting fossil mystery to solve. Who won the battle? Can anyone tell me the name of the dinosaur right in front? That's right, it is a Stegosaurus, weighing in at over 4.5 tons. That's about the size of 4 cars. Also, check out the Stegosaurus tail spike I have right here, called a Thagomizer. Now, the large carnivore in the back is an Allosaurus, and paleontologists discovered an Allosaurus with a puncture wound shaped just like a Stegosaurus Thagomizer, while the Stegosaurus neck plate had a wound from an Allosaurus snout. Deduction and a mint tray in line with other deputies. This evidence tells us that these two dinosaurs worked together and fought. Though we don't know who won, I'm ready for the Stegosaurus. How about you? Oh, check out this cool creature coming up on the left, an Amargasaurus with a baby. Don't look too close for clues here, deputies, as scientists have only found one single skeletal fossil. The skeleton was fairly complete, so we know its shape, but until we find more fossils, this impressive dino will have to stay in our Too bad. Oh, get ready to stop the vehicle, Khalima. I think I see dinosaur babies in trouble. Wow, what an incredible repository of clues. On our right, a family grouping of Parasaurolophus is being stopped on the left by Deinonychus, a meat eater with wicked claws. Parasaurolophus on the right are known for that large, elaborate cranial crest coming out of the back of their head. It is much discussed by scientists as no modern animal has anything quite like it. It's a clue with nothing to compare it to. So cool, it's so mysterious. We might have to put them in. Now, Deinonychus on the left are actually an amazing fossil discovery. At first, dinosaurs were assumed to be sluggish and dumb. But Deinonychus fossils show close relationship to birds, providing the idea that birds are actually direct descendants of dinosaurs. This sparked the dinosaur renaissance, a new way of looking at dinosaurs, making them speedier, more colorful, a more complex animal that did not go extinct 65 million years ago, but live on today as birds, answering the age-old question of when everything started tasting like chicken. A famous pirate once said, "Dead men tell no tales." But extinct animals tell a lot of tales if you know what you're looking for. Watch out, the tunnel ahead. There are often physical barriers between us and the truth. Don't let that keep us from our investigation.
Well, I guess it is.
Just a little mist, folks, nothing to be worried about. We only have poisonous mist on Mondays.
Look.
On the right, I see an Acrocanthosaurus. It's that big carnivore with the horns behind the Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus is actually one of the largest animals ever, but here's an interesting fact supported by fossil evidence. Due to shell size limits, even dinosaurs as big as these guys would have had babies the size of cantaloupes. Quite a contrast to the size of the mother. A successful Brachiosaurus mother would have had to have been careful not to step on their comparatively tiny babies. Up ahead, I see a Baryonyx, whose snout reminds me of an alligator. A fossilized Baryonyx was discovered with its supper still in its belly, a fossilized fish. We add this clue to the elongated snout, gap-like claws, which gives it along the water's edge and hunted for fish. I see a Protohadrus over there on the left, whose back legs are bigger than the front ones. So we can guess that the Protohadrus could walk and run on all fours and then stand up and run on their hind legs. An interesting adaptation many primates and some reptiles have, but it's not too common in the animal kingdom anymore. Let's see. So far, we've discussed clues to wingspan size, what dinosaurs live together, and diet. What will be uncovered next?
You do feel like you're in the jungle.
It looks like a battle of titans.
Whoa.
With so many clues, where to begin? What do we have here, deputies? Any guesses?
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
This is the Tyrannosaurus Rex battling a Triceratops. But did the mighty T-Rex really battle the Triceratops? Are there any clues? Yes, there are. They lived in the same place at the same time, so that's a good clue. Also, a Triceratops fossil was discovered with Tyrannosaurus bite marks and a tooth embedded in its tail. Proof they battled. Who won the fight? Perhaps neither, but looking at the T-Rex claw I have right here, we can see they were well armed for battle. See here, this T-Rex is winning, but it's an adult. A mighty animal, 40 feet in length, 7 tons, and huge teeth. Thought it didn't start out life that way. Looking at the baby T-Rex on the right, it doesn't look quite as scary and would have been vulnerable to bigger dinosaurs before it got huge. Standing next to the spiky 3-ton Edmontonia, it's the baby T-Rex who looks in danger. One almost wants to scoop it up into our EDS vehicle to save it. Almost. So we can see that even the top of the food chain was vulnerable and young. Unfortunately, we do have a no dino policy in the DES cart, so we'll have to leave baby T-Rex behind. Looking at this truck, I'm guessing there are some paleontologists out looking for clues right now. I wish them well. Let's check in with the captain. Captain?
Captain Carey here again. I can tell from the GPS clue tracker, your group of deputies are on your way back to the dinosaur safari field